Hello. How are you? I see somebody's here. Sorry, I'm wiggling stuff. Trying to get this set up right. I guess that'll do. It looks a little crooked to me. I don't know. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Sorry, I'm futzing with my camera again. I don't know which way to move it. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Brandy. Let me put a little message in. How are you all doing? I've been making cards, but I haven't been doing good at it today. I don't know. It's like everything isn't coming together great, but oh well, we're going to do it anyway. I'm a little early. It's only 6:53. So, y'all doing all right? I hope. I am doing okay. Okay, so forewarning, if you hear squeaks, it's probably my chair, not me. If you hear snoring or wheezing, it's Callie. She's on the chair behind me, my jewelry making chair. And I have a new ring light right up there, but you can see there's still shadows. So, and I have it all the way up, but I can change the color. That doesn't seem to really do any better. Ooh, or that turned me orange. I think I like this one best. So I don't know what to do about the shadows other than turn the light off behind me, maybe. Miss Callie is doing much better. I'd say she's pretty much back to normal. Except, I mean, she still favors her back left leg, but very cuddly lately. Other than that, she's doing okay. So, thank you for asking. Yeah, she really put us through a scare. I told her not to do that anymore. Yes, it's really good news. It is really great news, actually, because I was about beside myself that one first night. So, I don't know if you read the description that I put, but we're going to be taking a walk through the woods, and then we're going to root ourselves in nature once we walk through those woods. And we're gonna see all those textures and use one of them. All of that in the first two cards. And then we're gonna switch gears and have a celebration with the prettiest birthday, and we'll make probably two cards with that. Okay. So I guess I'll get started on my announcements. What time is it? 5 minutes early. It's okay. It's okay. I probably might have as many people as I'm gonna get. Who knows? Oh well. So this is the host code for anybody that's not a demonstrator and would like to order in the month of April. Please use that code for any orders under $150. It is exciting. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. We'll just have fun. That's all I can do. Okay. Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick are still available through 30 June. This is the Hey Chick, and I haven't used this yet. I'm going to probably use this next week. I had pulled it out. I was going to use it for Easter, but I never got around to it. So I'm going to use this one next week because, guys, this particular one, thank you, Cindy. Hi, Nix. This particular one is not carrying over to the annual. The Hey Birthday Chick is. Now, I can't remember if it's bundled or not. The Hey Birthday Chick, I think so. But this one's going away again unless they do a special online thing that I'm not aware of yet. And that wasn't, I don't think, on the last chance list because it's not in the mini catalog. Okay. So I wanted to let you know that I'll use that next week. I'm probably also going to use next week. Hey Girlfriend. And another set I think goes with that well. That's not continuing either past June, because that's in the mini. And I very possibly will be using the Dragonfly set because I had a request to do that. Excuse me. And I think that'll be enough for next week. And on the 11th, I'll be using 2 sets for embellishments on the 11th. I won't tell you which ones they are yet. Paige, yay, hi. So, anyway, hey Chick, make sure you get it. Don't forget, last chance. People have been emailing me saying, I wanted this paper. I can't find it. I can find the stamps, but not the paper. The annual catalog ends May 3rd, and things are selling out. So if there's something you really, really want, check the website, and if it is not there anymore, then it is sold out already. And I apologize for that. And some papers I have enough I can maybe share a few pieces, and other papers I've been trying to work through them to get them down, so I won't be having a lot of leftover paper from the annual. And I'm going to continue to do that the rest of this month, actually using paper. Anyway, don't forget about Last Chance. Also, April 10th, which is Saturday, and ignore these colors because I have done everything I possibly can. I actually took out my, I forget what they call it, but the thing that holds your ink cartridges, and I cleaned it. And then I took something else out, and I cleaned that, and I cleaned the rollers, and I've tested it, and it actually, my yellow is still coming out green. So I don't know. I think this is supposed to be yellow, bright yellow. And it's a brand new, I changed the cartridges. That was the other thing. And I can't get it to work. So I'm probably going to have to get a new printer. But until then, the colors will be wrong. Hi, Heather. So anyway, Paper Pumpkin is going to be so cool, but you have to sign up by the 10th of April. It's going to make shaped cards, from what I understand. I think it'll be fun. It looks, like popsicles and watermelon and kiwi and strawberry. So that's got to be fun, right? And then last, I do not have my pre-order yet because I know somebody's going to ask. It is expected on Friday, and I don't know that I'll be able to show you on Friday unless it comes around lunchtime, because I have an appointment in the morning, and it won't be here in the morning anyway. And then I have a training session Friday evening, and I'm not going to do it after that because it'll be late and I'll be tired. Hi, Melanie. Excuse me a second. So I don't know that I'll have time to do it justice Friday, but if I don't, I will do it on Saturday morning. All right. And just to give you a sneak peek, this is all I can show you. There's the cover of the new catalog. I got mine yesterday. I do think they were mailed to those who are on my mailing list because I got an order thing a couple days ago. They were mailed out. Oh, you did get your copy? Yeah, well, this is not the one, the free one for demonstrators. This I only got because I'm part of that on tour training on Friday, or meeting, or whatever they call it. And I got this and one other thing. So I don't have my official demo copy yet. And so I've not written in this at all because the other one will have something on the back probably, and I want to write in that one. No, we always get ours late too. Like I said, the only reason I got this is because the on tour sessions are starting this week, and we're supposed to do something with something that we were getting before the session. So yeah, that's the only reason I got one. So I actually should have two more coming. The one I want to be able to write in, which is my demo copy. And then I actually, when I order them for all of you, I order one for me too, because that way I know about when people are getting their copies. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to use is Walk in the Woods, because I had a request. And see, that's really glary. Let me bring this down. Huh. I can't escape the glare now because I have a light over here and a light over here. I don't know. We'll see. You know what? I forgot to order my box of 8. So, oops. But I sent out 23. Well, 22, not counting me. So, yep. I sent out 23 catalogs through Stampin' Up. I didn't send them out. Stampin' Up did. So anyway, this is what we're going to use. This is in the annual catalog, and it is retiring. It's on page 134, the current annual catalog, and it's item code 152618. I had a request to use this, so I'm going to use it on the first 2 cards, but this is what I came up with for the first one. Isn't he cute? I like the little hedgehog. This is one of the papers I'm trying to use up, is my Forever Greenery. And it looks like this, and the colors on this, I believe, are Garden Green and Soft Seafoam. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So that's what I'm using on this one, along with Garden Green and Soft Seafoam as a border here and on these. Now, these are done with the layering squares, which are retiring. Oh my word. I just can't even believe that the squares and the circle and the ovals are going away. We're going to use an oval on another card. I have the old ones. The correct number, because we don't call them frameless anymore. The correct number in the annual is 151772. If you want plain and scalloped squares, great basic set to have. I don't know if this light is making me happy. Hang on. There. No, I did not see it. Was it today, Heather? I kind of figured I knew why they were doing it, but I'm not sure. I didn't see it. I'm using Very Vanilla instead of Whisper White, except for, no, even the little guy, the little hedgehog. So let's just get our pieces and get started. It's not my favorite card, but you know, it's all right. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored it 4 1/4, standard card. And then we have Soft Seafoam, which is actually cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then the designer paper, Forever Greenery, is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So we're just going to glue these together. And then I need a ribbon. Oops. Hang on. I've kind of gone through my ribbon and separated them into what's retiring and what's not. Oh, really? And this bouncy stuff is going on. My mic is part of my webcam. Explain why they're retiring basic shapes next. Yeah. Oh, they definitely have new stuff, but not those particular shapes. No ovals and squares. See, I don't know why it's bouncing so much. I guess I need to get a new camera too. This one did not come with software, and apparently it should have. And I, at one point, tried downloading some software, and I don't know where it went. It's not there anymore. So maybe it wasn't supposed to be. Oh, maybe it went away when my computer crashed last year. I don't know. Oops. All right, so that's our background. Now, this is the Forever Greenery part of the combo pack. It's the vanilla sort of gauzy stuff, which is retiring. And we're just going to put that about in the middle. So what we're going to do is get some seal. The sound is fixed. Huh, that's weird. Maybe because I leaned in a little bit. Maybe that was it. I don't know. That's weird. Did it fix when it stopped bouncing? Oh, now it just bounced again. Just wondering. Oh, I need my my little silicone mat. And we're going to put this on. Now this ribbon, you know, I use those pins. This is one of them that does get holes in it because it's already kind of holy. It's a holy ribbon. But some of it's going to be covered up anyway, so I'm not terribly... And it fixes. Look, I just rubbed my fingernail over that and it fixed. Probably want that down a little bit further. Just a little bit further. So, did you all have a nice Easter? And how's your week been? I know it is trying to focus, but there's supposed to be a way to turn off autofocus, and this particular camera I bought off Amazon doesn't have that ability to adjust it. So I'm kind of upset about that. Ooh, that's crooked. I've had it for like a year, and it wasn't doing too bad when I had it on the other stand, but now it... Oh, okay. Thank you, Heather. That makes sense too. I mean, a lot of people already have them, but the punches are just so convenient, especially the punches. But, well, I hate to tell you guys this, but I will occasionally still be using my squares and my circles and ovals, and circles are continuing. It's just the ovals and the stitch shapes, and that really is kind of hurt too. It's like, well, you got rid of the ovals and the squares, but you also then got rid of the stitch shapes, which have the ovals and the squares. So yeah, I'll definitely, I mean, basic shapes we'll use. Okay, so that's what we do with that one. Now we have to do some stamping. Now I already pre-cut the largest scallop square in soft seafoam and the largest non-scalloped in very vanilla, but we have to stamp on that. And we have to stamp our little guy and cut him out, which we'll do on here. And we have to stamp, thanks for being marvelous. Oh, still using them? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll use the new stuff too, because I really... stop bouncing, because I really like it. But there are going to be times when I want to use more than just a circle or special one. And now we do have the stitched rectangle dies still, and we also still have the Stitch So Sweetly scallop stitched rectangles too. So it's not like we don't... and the circles, yeah, the circles are staying, so it's not like we don't have anything. Right, it's just ovals especially. I use ovals a lot. Anyway, I guess I won't use them a lot anymore. So let me find my little stamps here. Nope. Oh, did I put it away already? No. All right, well, we'll stamp the mushrooms first because I think I put them away. Now, I stamped this in actually early espresso. And then I colored it in ivory. and light and dark soft seafoam, because that's what's in the background paper. I think it came out okay. I mean, I'm not going to make it a point to do that all the time, use them, but, you know, every now and then when I need one, I'm hanging on. And plus, quite honestly, my basic shapes, like my squares and my ovals, I bought before I ever became a demonstrator, so they are staying here. I'm actually going to go off the paper with this. It's one of my test pages for my printer. Now, in the catalog, they have one that's really cute, and they colored them in red and everything. I'm keeping it natural, because that's who I am. A natural woman. Isn't that Carole King that sang that song many, many moons ago? Showing my age now. Anyway, I can hear the song in my head. Oh, all right. While I'm stamping, now the little guy here, I stamped in gray granite. What do I do with this? But I have to see if I put him away, because I don't see him out here. I did. I put him away. I guess I thought I already stamped him, but I don't think I did. For this one, maybe I did for the next one. Anyway, all right, gray granite. Just wanted them to be a little bit different shade. Your dog is dreaming of me. That's why I said in the very beginning, for those coming on, I came on a little early and I said, if you hear squeaking, that's my chair, not me, most of the time. And if you hear wheezing or other weird noises, that's my cat behind me. Yeah, I have a small order coming tomorrow, but that was, I got one bundle in it, which is in the mini catalog, and then the rest is like embellishments and stuff, because that was the workshop closeout. So, and everybody who placed an order in March, thank you so much. I think only one person maybe forgot to use the host code, and it was a nice month for me. So, and it allowed me to get some things. So thank you. Oh, we have one more thing to stamp, which we're going to stamp in Early Espresso. Oh. Huh. Mine is good. Both of mine are good, actually. So, can't speak to that. They do have wonderful customer service. I know I was on chat with somebody about a customer that had a problem when a punch arrived, and they fixed it immediately. And then I was on with them about something else. I can't even remember. It was a question I had on reports or something. All right, let's color. Let's color the mushrooms first. So for the mushrooms, you know, we have this bronze and ivory combo pack. I just used the ivory because I already have Early Espresso down. And then I don't use these very often, but we're going to use light and dark soft seafoam for the grassy stuff, because that's what's in the background. All right, I'm going to use the brushy tip, and I'll look up in a minute. Tonight, there will be some coloring. The second card won't have much coloring, but there will be a little technique in that one. This one's going to be easy coloring and fussy cutting. Not so easy fussy cutting. And then I can't remember if it's the third or fourth card. There will be lots of coloring. Also easy coloring, but just lots of it. I was going to try and get it done ahead of time, but I didn't get it done. You know, how you could start coloring and then say, oh, by the magic of video, I already have it done. Yeah, didn't quite make that. Now, I don't feel like I really need to shade this at all because it really already is. I mean, they've put in the shading and everything. You can't really darken up the ivory because there's only just the ivory, which I'm sure is meant to be like for skin tones and stuff, but hey, you can use it however you want. There goes Callie snoring again. Oh, there's also, it sounds like there might be a game. I live near a university. It's like a private university, and I'm not right in a town, but when I first moved here, there weren't any ball fields because they were well known. It was when I first moved here, it was a all girls Catholic university, and they were well known for their basketball, which was indoors at the time. But then they became co-ed, and right before they did, they built like a softball field, a track, soccer/football field, a hardball field. So there's all these fields, which are right across from my street. You do? Cool. Okay. Huh. Mine is okay. I've been using my big one a lot. And my little one you've seen me use on here once in a while. I don't pull it up much onto when I'm doing lives and stuff just because this is the dark mint macaroon, by the way. Just because it kind of slips and I don't have room. I have even less room now with this light stand, which is right, and my computer. Well, I've always had the computer here when I'm doing lives. I have to. The only way I can see you guys and chat, and I'm recording on my laptop. I don't record on my phone. I don't know that I could record that long on my phone without it getting, you know, cutting off or getting interrupted with a phone call or some such thing, or my neighbors texting or whatever. This is the light soft sea foam. It's funny, I picked this paper out, and I think they actually used this paper on a sample in the catalog, but it's a different card. It doesn't look like mine. Probably looks better, but anyway. Yeah, no. All right, so that's all we're going to do on that one. And then, okay, I have organized my Stampin' blends so that I have 5 spaces available in my little thingy because, oh, I need ivory again. And this time I need gray granite because we have 5 new sets of blends coming and they're coming Friday. I'm using ivory again just to do this little fella's face, part of his face, right in here. He's so cute. I love to see cute little critters. Just not in my basement. We had 2 mice, which we caught, thankfully. My son did for me. We got some new kind of trap thingies and caught them. We haven't had mice problems in years, but I had a box of, I should never do that because I don't eat them that often, but there's these things called pop cakes and they're multi-grain and they're only like 16 calories each, so I can eat them, like throw some cheese and melt it on, and I'm going to do a little bit of his like belly and inside of that one paw too. Now this guy we have to fussy cut. Anyway, I went to open the box down in the basement, and it was up on stuff. It wasn't right on the floor or anything. Yeah, well, luckily I didn't see a mouse, but they had gone through like 3 packs of those things. So yuck. Obviously, I just tossed the whole box. So if there were still mice in it, they went out in the trash. Oh, this is Smoky Slate. I want gray granite. Gray granite is more of a brown gray, and Smoky Slate is more of a blue gray. And I don't use Smoky Slate as often as I probably should. I'm using dark on his nose and up this way. And then on his little legs and stuff. Little legs and stuff. So what are y'all having for dinner? Tell me what you're having, because we had egg salad my son made from hard-boiled eggs. My daughter gave us when we were at her house on Sunday. Otherwise, I was going to make my own, but she said nobody else will eat them except me. I'm like, okay, I'll take some. Not arguing. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome from North Carolina. Stuffed shells. Oh, I'm coming to your house. Chicken from work. Yeah. You made stuffed shells too, Cindy? Wow. Did I not get the email that it was stuffed shells day or something? I haven't made them in forever. Because I shouldn't really eat too much pasta because of the carbs, but I do sometimes anyway. Like last night, I had cheeseburger macaroni casserole. And I don't know. I think we have one piece of leftover chicken too, but I'll let my son have that. If I'm still hungry later, I'll have a salad. This is light gray granite now. I'm switching to. I think I got them backwards. I did. I thought that looked too light. Ignore everything I just told you. This is the dark gray granite. So we'll just go over everything I just did. Oh boy. Goofy Deb. Get his little whiskers and stuff. And then I'm going to do the little lines again because, yeah, they need to be dark. That was kind of hard to tell. Oh, I can tell now. Must be the light glare in my eyes. I'll just chalk it up to that, and that's it. Is the sound still okay? 15 years? Wow. Yeah, you're welcome, Cheryl. We're using a stamp set called Walk in the Woods. It's Stampin' Up. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the U.S. And I'm trying to use some sets that are in the annual catalog and the mini catalog that are going to be retiring. I probably will use some other stuff in between too, but tonight is a few sets from the annual and one set from the mini. Uh-oh. Oh, that was Heather. Heather, you're beeping me. I'll look at it in a little bit when I'm done. They're usually pretty good. I don't know if with a machine I would think they'd want it shipped back, but what do I know? Sometimes they don't. If they have to replace something, they don't always require it to come back. All right, now this ear, I'm going to put some dark petal pink because this looks like the inside of its ear to me. And that one, we'll just use dark. And this one too. That one, the inside's on the other side. All right, we have to punch our things, and I am using the retiring 1.5 inch circle punch, which hopefully I did it. So, okay, yeah, I can get to it. And we stamp that in early espresso. Ooh, I love eggplant parmesan. I haven't made that in ages either. And I really used to like the one that Olive Garden made, but the last time I had it, it was okay. It was okay. But I do miss their calamari, that's for sure. And I don't make calamari here because I'm the only one that'll eat it. Well, at least in my house. So I'm just gluing this onto the soft seafoam scalloped square. Scalloped square. It's fun to hear what other people are having for dinner. Where's Chris? Chris, welcome. Yay, and Honeybee too. Hi, Honeybee. I don't even. Oh, there you are. You're cooking dinner too? Smothered chicken. Now, what is your smothered? I like rice and broccoli. We just had that actually on Easter, but not smothered. So what do you smother it with while I cut my little hedgehog guy? Let me put these out of the way first. I have to put things up because I don't have room. I don't have room. So you guys been watching all the, well, I'll wait for Honeybee's thing, but have you been watching all the unboxings? I watched about 3 or 4 of them for the people that paid for overnight. I'm excited. What are your wish lists? Let me know. So far, although keep in mind, we only get a list of select products to order from as demonstrators. We can't order from the whole catalog, which is kind of a shame because there were some things in there that I really wanted, and even some things that were on our pre-order list. They didn't arrive in time, you know, shipping issues from overseas. And some things, even products that are made in the United States, they still need raw materials, right? And some of the raw materials are being held up in shipping. So, yeah, it's kind of still a problem. And shipping is a little bit delayed right now from Stampin' Up! As well. I don't know by how much. They didn't really tell us. They were doing pretty good until, I guess, until all us demonstrators did the pre-orders last week. I can't wait. Mine should be here Friday, like I said in the beginning. And I will do a video, but it may, or I'll probably do a live. It's just easier. But I probably will not do it until Saturday morning, I'm guessing, although it's going to be hard to wait. But I have a training thing Friday night. Any other demonstrators? Yeah, the evergreen is. I was a little worried about the evergreen until I saw it because I thought, well, we already have shaded spruce and I like that color, but it's much darker. It's nice. It's a nice rich color. I like the other green too. I like all the colors actually this time. Okay. There's our little guy. Let's get this card assembled. This is for the inside. All right. So we're going to put this up a little bit. And we're going to bump it up. We're going to bump him up. Actually, I'm going to take, well, let's see if I can figure out where my gray granite is. I didn't do this on the other one, but I don't really like all the white edges, so I'm going around the little hedgy with the gray granite Stampin' Right marker, just to make it look a little more natural, maybe. And the stamping. Yeah, you can do that, Heather. That's a good idea. Use the, oh, I forgot to cut that. That's all right. A lot of people prefer the spots anyway because they don't take up as much room. But that is a reasonable way to go about getting it. I honestly, I always buy the refills, especially now, because sometimes they go on back order quickly lately too. Yes, multicolor cardstock pack is a good way to go too. Me too. I got both tree sets the ones they let us get. Hi from Oklahoma. Hi, Michelle. Glad you could make it tonight. Sorry, I almost missed you signing in with us. Yeah, I really love eggplant parm too. Homemade onion gravy. That sounds good. Thank you for letting me know. It's okay, Michelle, that you missed some, but we missed you. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let me get some dimensionals. Now, because this is a big square, you could use the adhesive sheets, but I am lazy today and don't feel like cutting them. Isn't that terrible? So what I did is I used 9 of these things on here. Just 3 down the middle and 3 on each edge, and that'll be fine. It's probably overkill, but I don't like saggy squares or saggy anythings, except on, apparently I like them on myself because I'm a little saggy, pretty too much saggy. Yeah, I think you should do it that way. That's a good idea. Yeah, I like all the colors too. I was actually a little surprised. The only thing, I was disappointed that we had 2 greens and no blues. Hi, Carol. We're only on card number 1 out of about 4. Now on this little guy, because I'm putting him over here, I'm going to glue there, and I'm going to put dimensionals everywhere else so his feet can get one. And the top of his back. And then this we will glue. Actually, I'll put a mini right there. The rest we will glue. Okay. Maybe I need another mini. I need another mini. Let me see. Yeah, I'll put another mini down here. Okay. I'll get my Tombow out. Am I in frame? Barely. Barely in frame. I'm still getting used to having the camera on the other side of me instead of right in front of me. So forgive me for that. I have to make sure those dimensionals don't. Yeah, see, they're getting in the way. Oops. There we go. There we go. So the glue is on that and the dimensionals are down here. And then this part, I actually just glued down under him, which I didn't do right. Should have put that down first. I just glued it down. Now we could put some bling on, but I didn't. I kept it natural. I wanted a natural look. So the little guy is partway on there and partway on here and saying thanks for being marvelous. And then on the inside, I just stamped off a couple times with the mushrooms. So let me figure out where I have them. Here they are. And I put them on an extra piece of soft sea foam, which I do have here. Yep. And we'll use the Early Espresso again. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, Blueberry Bushel was a fabulous color. And I was upset that Tranquil Tide went away, but then we got Pretty Peacock, and I was happy again, and now that's gone away. So, but yeah, Blueberry Bushel, I still have it actually. I just so I just stamped off once, but I'm not going to push real hard on this because I want it light enough that you can write over it. Yeah, I like that look, by the way. I think that looks pretty cool. It looks rich when you have just a brown on a vanilla color paper. In fact, I think one of my old bosses many years ago gave me a whole little note card set, and it was all, I think it was like nautical, but it was all like vanilla paper, cardstock with that same color like Early Espresso stamped off. I don't know. Today I have been having issues with my glue making my paper slide. Not the glue's fault, it's my fault. Right. Now everybody on here is not a demonstrator, so not everybody has seen these colors unless they've been watching all the other unboxings, which they probably have. I know at least one of them has. Anyway. All right, there's card number 1. Now card number 2 isn't really a finished thing yet, so we're just going to do it together, and we're still going to use Walk in the Woods, which looks like this, by the way. Let's see, that is my ring light making glare. But we're going to bring in Textured Essentials with the bark, which is retiring from, these are all retiring. And we're going to bring in Rooted in Nature, and we'll use this and this and this and this tree. I think that's it. And the dies that go with it, the Nature's Roots dies. This is a fabulous set. If you don't have it, I still strongly urge everybody to get it. This does not have a die for it, but all these trees and leaves and stuff do. And this Thinking of You, I absolutely love. And I usually have been known to stamp that out, put it on this this thing here. But I didn't do that tonight. So let me figure out what I did with the start of the card. Oh, is this it? Yeah, it's over here. It's falling down. Everything's falling. Uh-oh. So hang on. Bear with me. My bits and bobs are all over the place. So here we go. Now I'm also on a mission to use up paper. So this time we're using cinnamon cider. And so I have a cinnamon cider card base, same A2. But this is the In Color 20 to 22 DSP that's in the current annual catalog, and I'm all out of the one that looks like wood grain, of course, otherwise I might have just stamped right on there. But this is like the denim-y looking one, which doesn't matter because what I did is I took the the Textured Essentials, this bark stamp, and I used actually crumb cake. And I just stamped, you know, flipped it over, stamp, and just did the whole background. Not sure I love what I did, but it's going to work. Hi, Judy. Yes, I know, me too. I was so disappointed. There is a bark embossing folder, and it's stuck on a ship somewhere, I guess. Anyway, then I stamped these 3 trees in Garden Green, which are in the nature, rooted in nature. And I stamped this in cinnamon cider and fussy cut it. You don't have to suffer from me fussy cutting that yet. We still have to color a little hedgy, which I already fussy cut. And then I also want to show you how I did these 2 leaves, because I really love how that turned out. That'll be pretty for fall. And this one I maybe should have used yellow instead of the color I did, but I'll show you how I did those too. And those are stamps in the I keep calling it nature's beauty. It's rooted in nature. All right, so first thing we're going to do is, this is a piece of cinnamon cider ribbon, and we're going to just put it on like this, going up and down. And I started it on the back, but I messed up. Wait, if you can die cut your trees, then run it through. What do you mean? Die cut them. I did die cut them. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm using seal, maybe. There we go. I have it a little uneven since I have it on top of the card, which is not a good idea. That should do it. I just need it to hold in place till I cut a little too much off. But the ribbon is retiring too. The color is not. Cinnamon cider will be around another year, but this particular ribbon in all those in colors is retiring. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save that piece in case I decide I want to do a little knot, but I have not decided that yet. And now I'm going to glue that down onto this and then glue that down onto the card base. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, die cut the trees and run them through the bark. Is that what you meant? I can't wait for that too. That set is going to be awesome. And that embossing foil. You know what? They have quite a few nice background stamps and embossing folders coming. Oh, really? It's your favorite color? You know, I really like this color too, but I forget to use it sometimes. So I'm glad I decided to use it. I think it makes perfect baskets and stuff, which, hey, there's a basket set I still need to use again too. Basket of blooms or something like that. And I'm just gluing that down too. Now, actually, before we get much further, let me color a little hedgie here. This time I stamped him in crumb cake. And I think I'm going to still use ivory, maybe. I don't know. Let me see something. I want to make sure the ivory is not too off with crumb. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we're going to use ivory still around his eyes. Am I in frame? Yes. My pre-order will be here hopefully on Friday, Judy, but I have a busy Friday. I have an appointment in the morning, and I don't think if it does get here Friday, it probably won't get here till like around 12:30 or 1. That's when UPS usually arrives. So I told everybody earlier I will probably share on Saturday morning in a live. Because Friday evening I have a meeting with Stampin' Up called On Tour. It's sort of it's like a 3-hour Zoom call, and they're regional, and they're having them all throughout April, and it's training. It's a training thing. Now we're going to do dark. This is dark. See? Since I messed that up the last time, let me get these scissors out of the way. So this time we're using dark crumb cake, which is what I used on the background here. I didn't want to have too many browns come in to play. Oops, I forgot to do some ivory stuff. We'll have to bring that back. And we'll do a little bit down here of his fur. So I'm excited to get it. Oh, well then you can wait. There's some pretty stuff, but I was telling everybody we don't get to order out of the whole annual catalog. I do have the catalog, which I can only share the cover. I shared it in the very beginning. And we're not allowed to show the actual catalog until the 4th of May. I did order all the in colors, inks, papers, ribbons, Stampin' Blends, and Stampin' Write markers and cardstock. That was, and then I think I have 2 of the 3 suites. One of them I didn't get. I got the trim from the one of them and not any other part of it. I was going to get the paper and it wasn't available, so which is just as good because the more I look at it, the more I'm not sure I really want it. It's kind of just not my style. I don't know. And then the other, I did get all the bundles they had available, and I did get all the stamp sets they had available, except for I did not get any of the host items. I was going to, but you know, if we pre-order host items, we have to pay full price, not the host price for them. So I figured I can wait. There is one I want that is textures, and I kind of would like to get the paper they have available for hosts, which is like 48 sheets of 12 by 12, but I'm not 100% on that either because I saw somebody else open it and it looked nice, but I wouldn't be able to use it all up probably again. You know. Anyway, this is light crumb cake. I was using dark, and then the belly and the face, it's ivory. And I will go back over the ear with dark crumb cake. And I actually fussy cut them before coloring them. I'm going to just fill in his little claw area there too. Go around the edge. So let me look up again. Let me see. Yeah, you waited for the host items. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Heather. Thanks. Oh, did you order it? Yeah, I see, because this one that I love is going away. I love doing backgrounds and textures and stuff. So since this is going away, I have to get that host one because it has different textures, but you know. So anyway, I will be getting that one. And I'm considering pre-ordering it because we still can do that. I just don't know yet. You know, like with another order, but I had to be careful with my funds until next month. And what was, oh, no, I want to get that. I'm just taking, do your lighter color first, and then just go over. You have to use dye-based ink, not the blends, because the alcohol would dry too fast. And I'm just going down and giving it some veining and doing the tips in cinnamon cider. A little bit on the stem. Wipe your marker off. Breathe on it maybe, although maybe not in these days. And there you go. Isn't that cool? So you could do 3 colors too. You could do, I don't know, I hope you could see that. You could do a little bit, I thought about doing a little bit of red or green in there too, but, and this one I got a little more cinnamon cider on. I actually do like that. And there is a die to cut that leaf out if I wanted to cut another one out. So on this one I used, I think this actually is Old Olive stamped off, and then with the cinnamon cider on it. Wait, what? Oh. I'm buffering? Oh no. Oh no. Which one is going away? Rooted in Nature. and the Textured Essentials and the Walk in the Woods. They're all going away. This is going away. This will be well, there will be a hostess party only way to get it, or order over 150. Okay, I'm fine now, except I'm bouncing. Okay, so let's try and assemble this now. So I did 2 trees. I'm not really crazy about these trees. So what I'm doing is I'm putting one like this and one here. And then I'm hiding those trunks because I don't like them. I stamped them in green and I didn't do any trunk in, like I could color those trunks a little bit with my Stampin' Right too. Peeking through. I think I will do that. Because green trunks just aren't cutting it for me. And then we're going to put him on here. And then we're going to have a sentiment at the bottom. But we're going to go ahead and put like a leaf up here. I have to remember how I did it. And maybe have them. Because it's supposed to be a walk in the woods. Well, there's leaves on the ground now. I still have leaves on the ground from last year, actually, that I need to rake. And I already pre-stamped this, but I think we're going to use the, I actually do like that. Pick a banner triple punch, but I need to get these assembled first. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to use glue dots and assemble it and then bump that whole round thing up on. So let's do the trees first and hook them together, sort of like they are. Oops. Really just need the dark ones to be in the foreground, right? And maybe we'll make this one down a little bit. Let's just cut that stem off because it's sticking out the bottom. Do a little surgery. And we'll have this one go right about here. I don't know if I want it to be taller or the faded one is in the background. We'll go like that. I think we're going to snip that trunk off too. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Judy. All right, so let me get another glue dot, which are right in front of me. Yeah, I was playing a little bit with this one. I had to be careful not to sit this down. Let's see, where do I want that? I think we'll have that go. I don't want it even with that. I think I'll go down a little bit. I don't know. Now we'll have to put the yellow leaf in. Just to give it a little pop of some kind of color there. The leaf is sort of disproportionate to the trees, but oh well. Probably would be better to do the trees, or only the trees, or only the leaves, you know, that kind of thing. But I think it'll work. I think it'll work. A little splash of color. And this one will just hook right on to our round thing, our tree stump. And same with this one here on the other side. And we have some new coloring things coming too, which I'm excited about, but we couldn't order them yet. I think I'm going to go like that. So let me put a glue dot on here. And then he's going to go in here. How's that look? Maybe that should go down a little bit. Down. I'm pulling my leaf off the trees. All right, I think that is what I'll go with. So let's get some glue on the, no, let's not. Let's do dimensionals on the whole thing to help hold it together. Hopefully that'll work. I can put some glue on the trees too. Yes, new masks are coming. Yes, I'm excited about that too. But I couldn't really get a good, well, I could see some of them. But I'll get them anyway, sight unseen, just because I want them. Have to have them. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And one more. I'm going a little nuts on the dimensionals here again. I think that'll work. Yeah. Okay. Let's try it and see. So this is using Rooted in Nature and Walk in the Woods. I think I got the trees a little too close together actually, but oh well. I am going to take a little bit of glue and just attach that down to that one maybe, if I got any on there. If not, I'll do it later. Now Hedgie has to go on here. Should we pop him up too, so we'll have like double dimension? I guess so. Why not? We'll make it super dimensional. Well, you did a beautiful job with your case of card, Heather. That was so pretty. I keep pulling that paper out too, but I don't know, it just isn't doing it for me, and I really need to use it before. But that goes through June at least, so we have a little bit of time. But you know, once we get all our new stuff, we're going to want to play with that. But I will still be using all of this month annual retiring products, and I think we'll go like this, have them sort of going off onto that leaf. And then this, I think we will flag it, and if not, if I don't like it, we'll stamp it over again. Yeah, I did too. They were beautiful cards. The coloring is just beautiful. That was our Case of Card collab, in case people are wondering that aren't familiar, that we did on the, we do on the 5th of each month. So check that out if you haven't, once we're done here. Oh, you have a lot of, wait, what do you have a lot of, Judy? She does. It's Ink with Heather. And Stamp Girl does too, and Judy does too. Heather is in Nova Scotia, and she is a demonstrator also. And we're having a little bit of a demonstration on some of the things that are retiring, but not a big one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if there's anything specific you want me to use, let me know, because I'm kind of scheduling out what I'm going to use. I already have the whole Dragonfly set as a request, you know, the whole Dandy Garden and Dragonfly set, but that doesn't expire till June 30th, and the annual stuff expires before that. Oh, we have to do one last finishing touch on the outside, and that is, we're going to use some of the cinnamon cider blingy things. Oops, my stuff is coming out too far. Because these are retiring. Now, these colors are not going away, but they have a new one coming out, which I couldn't pre-order. Not sure I'm loving how that is. I think by putting the, I'm going to put it off the trunk. By putting the dimensionals under, it kind of got a little bumpy wumpy, and we'll put one up here. There we go. These are, anyway, these are the 2020 to 2022 in color enamel dots, which come in Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, and Magenta Madness. And that doesn't belong on there, but it got stuck on somehow. That's a basic rhinestone jewel. And I don't know that I pulled out another piece of paper for the inside. So you're just going to have to pretend with me like I put something on the inside, because I don't have a piece of white here. Okay, let me see. What did I miss? Do a shout out to Rudy and Rita. Okay, hi Billy. I don't know who they are, but hello Rudy O. Budelin and Rita O. Wyden. Did I say it right? Hi. Have you ever heard of kiwi jasper? Yes, as a gemstone. Yes, I have. I probably have some. But I don't know off the top of my head because it's been a while since I looked at it. The gemstone, isn't it? Or are you talking about a retired color? I don't have any retired colors prior to July of 2018. When I started, it was right when they did the Color Family revamp and the new style of ink pads. These are the newer style. So, okay, gemstone. Yes, I probably do. I'm sure I do. It sounds familiar anyway, so I'm sure I have it. I'll look in my inventory when I'm done, and I'll send you an email if I have it with a picture. Anyway, so those are our two cards with Walk in the Woods, and this used Forever Greenery, and this used the Textured Essentials, Walk in the Woods, and Rooted in Nature. Okay, and Cinnamon Cider. All right, so now we're going to switch gears. That's as soon as I get things pushed out of the way. And we are going to have a celebration, right? With the happiest, prettiest birthday. Happiest, prettiest. Uh-oh, just dropped something. Oh, shoot. I lost it. Anyway, this is the one I did for the preview, but we're going to change the colorway and the paper a little bit. And then this is one we're not going to actually make tonight, but this is sort of where I use the layering ovals and the foil paper in Rococo Rose. This is on Rococo Rose. This is the Rococo Rose. It's Designer Series Specialty Paper. Let me see. I have it here. Hang on. Love You Always Specialty Designer Series Paper. But this die is in the Prettiest Birthday bundle, as is the cake and the thingy up here, which I actually die cut out of the foil also. So we're not going to make this one, but that's another option. We're going to make one using, now these papers are from the, oh boy, my names are not sticking with me tonight. Playing with Patterns, 6x6 Designer Series paper. So this is in Pretty Posy. This is Highland Heather. This is Highland Heather. And all of this is colored in and die cut. So first thing I need to do is find out what I did with the dies. Oh boy. Deb. This is not good. I lost my dies. Oh, they're right here. Phew. Boy, I'm losing it. Okay, let me see. What did I miss? Hello, Marie from Nevada. Welcome. See, I am not selling my retired colors because when they did the revamp in 2018, I noticed that they brought back some colors. So I'm never going to sell my retired colors until I know whether they do a revamp or not. And also there's a couple colors that I just love that I can use on personal cards still or something. So, but I will be selling retired stamp sets and stuff. I just don't know when. It'll be a while because I have some building up in a box. All right, so this is another paper out of the Playing with Patterns. This is the Purple Posy one. And let me just show you those papers because they're really pretty. This was like one of my favorite all-purpose kind of papers that we've had because it's bright and colorful. Like here's the one that I used. This one's in Calypso Coral, which is what we're going to use on our next card. But it's got Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, Purple Posy, Calypso Coral. I'm sorry, Crushed Curry and Calypso Coral in it. And it's so pretty. And there's polka dots and stripes and dots. This almost looks like the one mask that we have done in Night of Navy. And then there's this bright color. And I may not I love this one with Crushed Curry. Petal Pink is another color in here. So this is the one we're using on the second card because I had 2 sheets of it left. This one's pretty too. And then this stripe, I think I already showed that one. That's the one we're using. Okay. There might have been other patterns, but those are the only big sheets I have left of it. So I just used the Purple Posy with Whisper White or Basic White and Highland Heather as a card base. Inside, all I did was put a strip of the paper as well. I don't know, Cheryl. We never know. Oh, that's true, Heather. Hopefully not for what they're not doing it for this annual, so it would be at least another year before they would do that. I would hope they don't do it for a long time. I don't know. What, the prettiest birthday? Yeah, I haven't really seen anybody do it. I didn't even see Wendy do it. So, and I bought it because I thought it was pretty. And there is a cake punch retiring. Or maybe it's in the clearance already. It's in the clearance rack, I think, unless it's sold already. But it doesn't work with this cake, just so you know. But there are dies. You get the dies for the cake, the macaron thingy, this vase with flowers, which we're not using those 2 tonight. I used the banner here on the first card. And there's some cute examples of that in the this is in the January to June mini catalog on page, I don't know, I didn't write it down. This is the label that I used on this one. This is the little shopping bag, which we are going to use, or gift bag. And I have an idea. I may be using that particular stamp and die next week, but with a different stamp set. I have an idea for that. And then this is all the balloons. So there's dies for all of it, really. All right, let's get busy. We're using Calypso Coral this time. This ribbon is retiring from the annual. It's in the, it's the scallop linen trim. And we're going to use that here in Calypso. This is actually terracotta tile because I don't have any Calypso Coral ribbon and I don't feel like color marking one. So I thought that was close enough. I'll also cut with the 2 1/4 inch circle punch a Calypso Coral circle out. We're using a Calypso Coral card base, and then I lined it with a piece of crushed curry. But really, the first thing we have to do is we have to do a lot of stamping, but I need a piece of Whisper White. We can use this for our cake and bag. Okay, this one is the one that has a lot of coloring, so sorry guys, but you have to watch me color again if you want to see. It is a nice label die. There is something similar though in the Tasteful Label dies. Yeah, Tasteful Label dies has this one, and this is continuing in the new catalog. I forget what stamp set this goes to. Let's see. It goes to Tasteful Touches, which I'm not sure if that's continuing, but these dies are. So anyway, there's sort of a long one in there too. Anyway, but it's a little different than this one. This one is a little skinnier on the ends and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black to stamp both of these. And also the balloons once I get a bigger piece of white paper. I didn't put my labels on good. Oh. I'm going to flip it over. I got a little mark on that. I didn't put my... She did a bit ago. Okay. I only watch her once in a while. Honestly, I just don't have time to watch everybody. But I did watch some people do unboxings. Let's see, who did I watch? I watched... some of them I had never even seen before. A lady in New Jersey, a lady in Georgia, a lady in California who I really liked, actually. I think her name was Marcy. I can't remember her last name. And one other one whose name escapes me right now. Okay. Before I color those, let me find another piece of white paper big enough for the balloons. Should have had that out. I'm gonna have to cut a piece, actually. So let's just cut this down. Sorry. Yes, that's it. Marcy Besecker. I think she said it Besecker. I'm not being particular about where I cut this because I just need a piece big enough to stamp on. It's now a scrap. All right, and I need the balloons. And then we'll need a piece later also. So I'm going to stamp that also in Memento Tuxedo Black. You know, this stamp set has, I like the script of it. It has different, I'll read you the, you could do this on the Stamparatus too if you were doing a bunch of birthday cards. I will say you have to like coloring with this set because everything has to be colored except the sentiment. And probably maybe that's why a lot of people didn't get it. I don't know. And it does seem like they don't carry over the birthday, the birthday stamp sets as much. They did carry over the Happiest of Birthday though, so that's good because I love, that's only got 4 sentiments, but they're nice. All right, now we have to color and then we have to cut. I'm going to start with the little stuff first. Okay. I guess I'll do it similar. I'm trying to figure out with the colorway changing. I think I'll make the bag in this one. I think I'll still make it yellow, but I'm going to use light Calypso Coral for the tissue, I think. Let's see if we have that. Okay, that's light and dark Calypso Coral. Now, we do not have crushed curry, and I used light and dark So Saffron for the bag. So I'm going to do that again. Let's just do that first. And you'll see on the balloons on this one, I used light and dark Mango Melody, which is retiring in the blends, which I'm kind of upset about. I kind of would have rather had them retire So Saffron or Daffodil Delight, but oh well. Because I used that one a lot. The for flowers and stuff, the Mango Melody, but oh well. So this is the dark So Saffron, and this is the light. I do have the Mango Melody. It is right here. And you can see the difference in the color. And that's what I used on these balloons. And I'm going to use them on the balloons again. And I also used Purple Posy and Highland Heather on the... I used Purple Posy on the balloons because I used Highland Heather on the flowers. And then I used also Granny Apple Green because I just thought it was a good green for these colors. You're your own. We're all our own customer, Melanie. All of us that are. Yeah, I do like the big sentiments too, especially in that Happiest of Birthdays one. Yeah, I just started watching Marcy too, but and then she said she was in California. I'd really kind of like to find somebody close to me, you know? So I'm hoping that maybe on this on tour, which I'm attending, is anybody else attending the Baltimore one, which is Friday? I know 2 people from our team, my upline team, are. All right, this is the light Calypso Coral. I meant to use the dark actually, but so I'm going to just edge the tissue with dark Calypso Coral. Let's see how this looks. I don't know. And then I'll color it with light. And I'm not doing the whole shadow thing. I'm not good at that. That's good enough. Not sure I'm loving where this light is because it's making it really hard for me to see the comments. We had to register in February, by February something, honeybees. They're having them all the way through like April 26th, so we're not allowed to share any images or whatever that we get. And we were given a stamp set, but because it's not in the pre-order, we really aren't supposed to share that either. And at least until everybody else gets theirs and has their meeting, you know. All right, I'm going to go back over that handle with dark Calypso Coral because I did it in the light. So this is going to take a while, so we'll be chatting for a little while. This will be the last card. Okay, now on the cake, we'll do it the same, except I don't think I'll do the stand in the same color. I think we'll use smoky slate. There's these little, you know how they come out of the icing thing, little puffy things. I'm doing them in dark Calypso coral. I hope you can see. I don't know. And there's 3 rows of them. And I'm really just touching down with the tip lightly. And it's okay if there's a little bit of white, because we're going to go over that little strip around it with light Calypso coral. And it'll fill it in. Plus, icing on cake most of the time isn't perfect, especially if I do it. Yeah, I don't do cakes. Yeah, my upline lives in Iowa, is it? I think it's Iowa. What's right next to Illinois? Is it Iowa? Pretty sure it's Iowa. Yeah. My original upline lived in Missouri. And then she left, and her upline was it for a while. I don't know where she was. She might have been in Missouri too. I'm not sure. Oops. And so now I'm directly under the one in Iowa. So it'd just be kind of nice to talk with somebody close by once in a while. I mean, there's people on the team. There's one in Philadelphia, but I only talk with her on the team page. Oh, Tina Zink. Now I have heard. Yeah, I've heard of her. Oh, you're right under Stampin' Up then, Honeybee? Did you used to have an upline, I guess, when you signed up, or did you just sign up, you know? All right, we're going to use Highland Heather on the flowers. Dark first. And, oops, wrong end. Okay. I kind of signed up spur of the moment and online, obviously not at a party, because I don't know, it just looked like she was having so much fun, and they had all these new in colors, and they had a great deal, which was you could pick one set of 10 ink pads as your new demo thing at that particular time. So it was fabulous, and I couldn't resist that, so I did it. And I really didn't have much ink other than I had Tuxedo Black, actually, and I had a Versamark, and I have some Distress Oxides, which I had barely used. And I think I have like those Memento they look like little dewdrop things. And I think I still have them, but they're sitting unused now. And then I had a few other oddball ones, and I destashed all of them a long time ago. All right, let me get some of these off my desk, and then we'll do the rest of the cake stand. And the cake, that was Highland Heather. This is So Saffron, which we're not going to use again. We will use the Highland Heather again. We will use Calypso Coral. We're going to actually use Petal Pink, light and dark, for the cake icing. And that's also one of the colors in this paper. Boy, it looks dark here all of a sudden. Ooh. I wonder if my light is getting funny. Doesn't that look dark? Huh. Weird. Anyway. Oh, man. And I need, I'm going to use Smoky Slate. This is not it. That is black. I had used on the base for this one, I had used So Saffron, and then I put a little ivory over it. Not loving that. So we're going to go with a cool color, smoky slate. And I did use Wink of Stella on it too. Oh, well, what would they have done before when your upline left if nobody else was above? Put you under somebody, because you can't really leave without starting all over again to join somebody else, which kind of, I think they ought to fix that, actually. Like, they ought to have a way that if your upline leaves, and your upline or whatever leaves, and you end up reporting to Stampin' Up, I think they ought to have a way to let you transfer and keep your stuff without resigning, waiting whatever months. You know, because that's not fair. Not your fault they left. Yeah. Yeah, so kind of like me. I don't think mine will ever leave. I'm using the color lifter just to go in the middle here. That's sort of my tricky way to do rounding and shading a little bit to lighten it up in there. Love the color lifter. They're in low inventory. If you don't have one, highly suggest them. Okay, now we're going to use Petal Pink Light and Dark. I have a little glitchy here, but it's not too bad. Sorry if I got quiet. I'm gotta watch what I'm doing. We still have to do the balloons, but I think we'll take a short break on coloring and die cut these. Oh, yeah. Yes, but you can't accept to resign and wait whatever the waiting period is, I think 3 months or something, and then come back in. But if you have moved up or have your own team, you really don't want to do that because you lose all that headway you made, you know? So I agree, there should be a way to easily do that. So this is light petal pink, and I'm just kind of filling in, trying to blend it out a little bit. And we'll do the Wink of Stella once we get it all on the card. All right, should I color the rest, the balloons, or should I die cut? I'll die cut these first. I need a little coloring break. Okay, so dies. Oops. Here's the bag. I'm not sure I'm loving the tissue paper in that color, but oh well. And that'll go in there. I'm going to get some purple tape, which I don't love. I've said it so many times before, but yeah, I don't have much of a team either, and I think I'll probably be losing that one. I don't know. We'll see. I know. But I'm okay with that, actually. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just going to turn around and do this. If I was considerably younger, I would, and I wasn't working 60 hours a week at a full-time job besides doing this, I would consider trying to get a team going. But unless you're local, it's hard, and I can't offer the same incentives that some people that have been doing it for many years can. So I feel bad also for not being able to do that for my team, you know. But that's really the way to get ahead, is to have a team. You have one, yeah, I have one also at the moment. I did have two. And before that, I had two different ones, and they eventually gradually left. Okay, let's see. And not because of me, it was more just they wanted to do other stuff too. Although, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was because of me. All right, so now we're going to do the balloons. I think I'm going to start, I kind of did it the other way last time, but I'm going to do Highland Heather. I'm going to do the roses first. Right, exactly, honeybees. Oh, you like my tissue in the bag? Thank you. I wasn't sure if it would show up because I have this circle behind it, but because it's going to go mostly in front of the cake, I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. All right, let's color these. So we're going to do the flowers first, and then we're going to do just like we did on the cake. This is dark Highland Heather. And we'll just give them a little. They're really tiny, and I'm not being particularly careful. Just want to get them colored. You could do these. These would be really pretty if you heat embossed them and made them like for a wedding instead of a birthday. I think these would be really pretty because they have the flowers in, which I have never seen a big balloon bouquet like this with flowers in it other than at weddings. So, but we're making birthday cards because honestly, I need birthday cards the most. That and thank yous, right? See if Callie's still here. Oh, no, my kitty left me. I didn't even hear her leave. Wow. She's probably down on top of my son now. Yep, this is squeaking. Highland Heather, behave. Heather, behave. You're squeaking. Callie's doing much better, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure they were balloons at first either, but I thought, no, wait, this is a birthday card set. The little, yeah, they almost look like blueberries or something, don't they? I guess you could make them be that. Yeah, a bouquet of berries. But we're making them into balloons. Another thing, oh, I'm going to have to try this. Never mind. I have another idea. Hopefully I'll get time to try it before June is up. All right, Highland Heather goes back in its spot. Now we'll do the balloons, I guess. Now let's do the leaves. Then I can get markers. This is dark Granny Apple Green. And honestly, all I did was the stripes And maybe a little bit along the edges of the bottom of the leaf where it touches into something else with the dark. That one's kind of hard to see. I might have to take a sip of water in a minute. I'm getting a little parched. It was a beautiful, well, sort of had a little drizzle in the morning, but then it got sunny in the afternoon here and it was like 70 or something. 66, I think, maybe. I don't know. It was really nice, and I sort of expected the next 4 days to be raining, and now they keep changing the forecast. There's a hair on that one or something. This is light granny apple green now. Now, if you don't have the blends, what you could do is take your ink pad and a blending brush and just let's see, what else? Like a watercolor brush and just water. This would be pretty watercolored, and honestly, it would probably be a lot faster to do that. I'm going to ask you a question as soon as I get these leaves done. I went a little off the line. Oh, that's because I did the stem. Oh, well. It's going to be die cut anyway. It's nice that there's a die for every image in here, plus a label. All right. So on this one, I used all these different colors, right? Because the background is more plain. But on this one, I have all these colors in the background. And do you think that's going to be too busy? Should I make this all one color? And then if so, what color should I make it? Calypso coral or I'm thinking maybe the yellow. I have to because I go out of lines too much if I do the other. Yeah, Heather, quick squeaking. I like the stubby nib, except for larger areas. I use the big one. So what do you think? All different colors again, like that, or one color or two colors? And also, thank you for the thumbs ups. I just looked up and saw that. Different colors. Okay. You would do two colors. Yeah. How about, I don't know if I want to do the purple because I have purple in the flowers. How about although I like that color, that's Purple Posy in the balloons there, which is what it's supposed to be on the paper here too. But we could do yellow, and then this is light and dark. We can do 2 shades of yellow and 2 shades of Calypso Coral. Oh, okay. I only have one Copic, and I've never used it, and it's an orange one. Yeah, some balloons light and dark in yellow and in Calypso. All right, so I'll keep Purple Posy here, just in case. So how I did this on this other card was I started at one end, and I kind of figured out, I was using 3 colors, and I kind of figured out where I wanted the colors. So, but now we're using 2 colors. I don't know, guys. I might just use 3 colors. Yellow would look, yeah, I'm going to use yellow. And so this is the dark Mango Melody. All right, now we'll use like a light Calypso Coral, but I am actually going to go around the edge in the dark. Maybe I won't like that. And I didn't color in those little, I know what that's supposed to be. That's like the shiny part of the balloon. I think I will color it in. And then we'll go over that with Wink of Stella too. And actually what I was going to do is pull out a gel pen and make that like a shiny white part. Not sure I'm liking that ridge. I maybe shouldn't have done that. All right, this might become a dark Calypso Coral. I think I need 3 colors. Let me just hold that up to it. I'm going to go with 3 colors. I have a whole set of Spectrum Noir. I do like them, but I have put them away because I'm only using these now. All right, we're going to do light Mango Melody. I guess if I'm going back to only 2 colors again. See, that's dark and that's light. So we actually have 4 colors, but they're the same shade, right? I guess we'll do that too. All right. So now we need light Calypso Coral. Now I hear neighbors' car doors. I don't know if you guys can hear background noises or not. Hope not. Or see my messy hair. Hope not. I have my hair pulled back, so at least it's highlight. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're balloons. It's a party. It's a birthday set. We're having a party. All right, I'm going to use the brush end. I meant to do that for the center. And this one I'm going to make all dark Calypso because I don't like the way that looks. There we go. There, I'm using the brush end, Heather, okay? I think we lost Brandy and Paige. And all right, now we need another light Mango Melody up here. So watercolor would really be a lot faster with this, right? But I would probably get them all like blurry. I think it would be really elegant to do like silver or something, all silver balloons. All right, now we need a dark one down here. Oh, Stamp Girl's here. Yay! Where do you get your spot? Do you do your own spiral binding? Oh, so lucky. I got a copy too, but the only copy I got is the one for On Tour. I didn't get my demo copy yet. Nor did I get the copy I mailed to myself for when I sent them out to customers. All right, let me get the other end. Alrighty, now we'll do a light Calypso Coral up here. I keep wanting to pull in more colors because it's pretty, but I'm trying my hardest to just use those two, but light and dark, so we technically have 4 colors, but I think it'll be too busy with 4 colors. Plus, you already have the purple in the flowers, like I said, which is Highland Heather. Heather's in the flowers. All right, and we'll do a dark Mango Melody down, Calypso Coral down here. How are we doing on time? 8:50. Wow. So I'm running a little long tonight, but that's okay. It's because there's a lot of coloring, stuff like that. I'm going to make that a light color in there. We're going to go over all of these with Wink of Stella. Ooh, I just did a boo-boo on that one. All right, color lifter. I just got Calypso Coral in my Granny Apple Green. We'll see if it'll do its magic. Do be careful with your color lifter. The first time I used mine, it like came out real fast. And I didn't want it to do that. All right, let's see. Light Mango Melody here, I guess. Yeah. I showed the cover of the catalog at the beginning. I can show it again at the end. It's pretty. I will say, I had to go through the catalog like 3 times online before I saw some hidden gems. So when you get your catalog, or when I'm able to show it to you on May 4th, what is May 4th? May 4th is a Tuesday. We might have to change our live that week to Tuesday night. I have 12 watching. Yes, and 11 thumbs up, so thank you. Oh, thank you, Carol. That's sweet of you. Yeah, I'll have to also. All right, I'm going with dark. You know what? No, I'm going to go with light Calypso Coral again. I probably will not be linking the products down below. I do sometimes, and I wanted to for Case a Card. No, I'm sorry. I wanted to for I did for Case a Card. I wanted to for Smash Our Stash, but there were so many participants listed in the description that I ran out of space, and I couldn't list everything, so I didn't, even though I said I was going to. All right, now I think I'll do, this one is dark Mango Melody. I have to keep comparing them to make sure I'm getting them right. It's easier than looking at the label. Some people put little stickers on the end of theirs, but I don't. I can tell when they're in my rack what's light and what's dark, and I pretty much know the colors by heart now so far, till they change them again. Now, My ink pads I have organized by the color families. I have like a Stampin' Storage thing in front of me, which is the wooden thing, and it fits 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So I have like neutrals together, then regals, then brights, then subtles, and then I actually have an extra thing which I put my last year's in colors in that are retiring. But then I have them in the order that they kind of show them in the catalog, so that really all the reds and pinks are across the top, and then the yellows and greens and stuff like that, with the exception of the neutrals. So I kind of have them all memorized. Once in a while I get confused on some of the colors I don't use very often, like So Saffron or whatever, but I pretty much know them. This is the light Mango Melody again. Actually, I should be gone. Oh, Callie's back. Hi, Callie. Did you have a snack and now you're back with me? Callie says hello. And then we'll go with Dark Calypso Coral for the last one. And then we'll die cut it and see how it looks and put Wink of Stella on stuff and assemblage. Actually, one more thing I want to do, and that is I'm going to take the light color on all the yellows and go in the little spot there. And then we can color lift if we want to. And same on the coral. Just do the light in there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, let me get these put away. That took a while. Yes, I do have a DBWS, and I pay for it faithfully every month. And I actually have gotten, just this year, like 3 new customers with nice size orders because I have that, who found me by searching on me. And so thank you to them for being new customers. And one was just last month, actually. So it has been very helpful. Now, they can find you through the regular search thing, too. But sometimes what they do is they search you on the website, and then they look for you to see if you have stuff on your calendar. And I put all my lives and some of my collabs on my calendar. Yeah, Callie's a sweetie pie. I don't label my blends. Oh, I don't know. I have a link to my DBWS on all my videos, but it's not a shareable. It's just a link to the DBWS. That is what I have below. It says to shop with me now or join my team. Click here. I have that, and I also have the Paper Pumpkin direct link. Be right back. I gotta turn around and die cut. And then we'll see how this looks. I hope it looks all right on this card. I also have one other local customer that I actually met at one of my craft fairs I do for jewelry. But I happened to bring a couple catalogs with me, and she saw them sitting out on the table, and came up to me and said, "Are you a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. I just don't sell it at the craft fair." I didn't cut that exactly perfect, but it's okay. I guess that'll look all right, bumped up. Okay, let's assemble. Let's get dimensionals on here. Anyway, ooh, oops, sorry. My light just I just bought this light and the screw is, can you believe this? The screw is not holding it. Sorry. My ring light, I don't know, it just looks really dark in here. It's not going any brighter. Maybe my eyes are gone. Oh, I don't know how to do that, honeybees. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe you could email me and tell me how to do that. I don't know how to do that. All right, wait. Dimensionals. We'll put this on first. Let's get this out of the way. But the shareable would be on the DBWS, you mean? Not under your video? I saw they had shareable things there. And I know you can link them with pictures and everything in your blog, but I don't update my blog very often, quite honestly. Okay, my email, I have two, but actually I have three, but one of them I don't give out. Did I spell it right? Yes. DahliaDesigns57@gmail.com. Thank you very much. That would be great. Thank you, thank you. You will do what, Brandy? Oh, I did it. Sorry. I wasn't sure you were still here. But thank you for being here. All right. See, that's kind of poor. Maybe I should flip that around. Let's do that. Because I didn't want that Calypso Coral balloon to be on a Calypso Coral spot. Sometimes I can be silly. Then this is going to go over that spot, and we're going to just glue that down. Thank you anyway, Brandy. I appreciate that. Okay, and then we're going to wrap this around right about here, I think. This is going to get bumped up. This is 2, but the first thing we're going to do is put a glue dot on the back of this at the top part and hook that onto the cake. And then we'll put dimensionals on them. Okay, that's fine. You're allowed. Getting late for me too, so I think we'll put one more little one in. I want to be careful because this ribbon is bulky. I think that almost looked like a face, smiley face. All right, let's wrap this around and right at the bottom of this and seal. A little bit too much. I don't want it to be too bulky, so I'm just going to snip a little bit of this off. Okay. And I have sticky fingers. Like the Rolling Stones song from many years ago. Sticky fingers. All right. And our placement's going to be, see, that's, I'm going to put a little bit of, actually I'm going to put a glue dot on the bottom of that cake stand. And one over on this corner. And I was considering taking that dimensional off, but I guess I'll leave it on. Because part of that is going to be stuck on the ribbon. And the best way to stick that is with a glue dot. Not really another dimensional. And now you could texturize the circle, which was from a 2 1/4 inch circle punch. I think I said earlier. Now we have to do our sentiment and get that on here too. So I have some strips here. And what I have is a strip of Calypso Coral, which is 1 inch, I think. Pretty sure. Which looks like it's cut crooked as heck. 1 inch by, I forget, 3.5. And then I think this strip, I have 2 of them in case I mess up, are 3/4 inch by 3 1/4. But I had to check this because it looks crooked to my eye. I think my eyes are going bad. I had to get them checked soon. All right, it was just a tiny bit off, but it was throwing my eyes off. And now what we're going to use is a punch I don't use very often. It is called the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. And I actually used the fancy end. But I kept the other end flat. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the fancy. And this is carrying over, and it goes with the Lovely something stamp set, which I actually do like the stamp set. But I don't know. Let me stamp on this first. We're going to stamp in Calypso Coral as soon as I find it. Now this is one that confuses me. I know the color name, but I always think it belongs in brights and not subtle for some reason, because to me it looks bright. I don't know. The sentiment we're going to use is not that one. Is wishing you the happiest of birthdays. I have kind of a mess going on here, huh? Well, I didn't do too bad. I think we'll go with it. Terracotta tile would be nice too, because it's a little darker and the same color as the ribbon. Sort of the same colorway, just a little darker. And now I stamped that as close over that way as I could because I'm going to do that one in that label punch too. Okay, I think if I can get it out, there we go. I think I did okay. Yep. Once in a while, I've learned sort of a trick with this one. There's a little metal thing there. If you line up your strip with that edge of that metal for the less than an inch ones, it tends to line it up pretty good in there, because I was getting it a little uneven and then it just didn't look right. So that's a little trick if you have that punch. I find that one a little bit harder to use than like the banner one. And now we're just going to glue this down onto the Calypso Coral all the way to the edge over here. And then we'll bump this up on dimensionals too. And I guess I'll just use the last of what I have. Yeah, well, it's not too many. I think on the other one, I'll just do it in the middle. Actually, I'm going to move that one to the middle also. We'll just put 3 on. Getting kind of low on dimensionals here. Wait, I ordered oh, did you? Okay. Okay, thank you, Cindy, for joining us. I appreciate it. You're a sweetie. It is cute and happy. Colorful birthday card. Actually, I kind of want that up right at the edge of that ribbon. There we go. And now we'll put it on our card base. And there we have it. Every time I look at that little bag, I think that's like a smiley face, that handle. I could just put two little eyes in there and it'd be a smiley face. Anyway. Yeah, I want to learn how to do that too, Heather. All right, now I'll have to do, oh no, I have a piece here. On the inside, we're just going to use white with a piece of the paper, which I already pre-cut. So we'll just glue that down and glue it in, and then we are done. And I'll bring all the cards out and show you. I'll show the cover of the new annual catalog again. So I'm being really trying. Now, one thing I do use in the annual catalog, which is in the new one again too, is the index at the back. I highlight them. I actually did print off a copy of the new one, which I can't show you, but I highlighted them and wrote next to them whether they were in the old annual for the ones carrying over or the January to June. And then they're highlighted, and if I have them, they're highlighted in yellow, and then the ones I'm getting I highlighted in pink. And then I kind of put a line dash next to ones I don't want to get. So there's those two birthday cards. They look different, don't they? And just because the color changed. This is one I made, which we didn't make tonight. I made it earlier today. And then here's our thanks for being marvelous little walk in the woods. And this is the one we did with the rooted in nature, walk in the woods, and the textured essentials stamps. So those are all the stamps. Again, if anybody's interested in anything in the month of April, like last chance specials for retiring products from the annual catalog, now's the time to get them because they go away May 3rd. And also, just a reminder that the Hey Birthday Chick is carrying over from the January to June, including the dies. They're going to carry over to the annual, but the Hey Chick is not going to. So if you want that, it's not in a catalog, only online. Get that now. And here's the cover. Isn't it so pretty? Ooh, that's all I can show you. And Paper Pumpkin, very cool. It's going to be cool shapes and fruity colors, which I can't really show you because my printer doesn't work right. But it's going to be popsicles and watermelon and kiwi and strawberries and stuff like that. And you have to sign up for that by the 10th of April or you won't be able to get it. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It's been fun. I had to figure out what's going on with my light. My brand new light still looks dark in here and stuff. But I don't think it was too shadowy. It just looks really glary to me and dark. But it is dark out now too. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Thanks so much. I hope you had fun. I enjoyed all your company. And I will either be sharing my pre-order with you Friday afternoon. It would be Well, I don't know. UPS usually gets here around 12:30 or 1. It will probably be Saturday morning. Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate that. Yes, I guess that's all I have. So, yeah. So this was from the Prettiest Birthday set, Stampin' Dies in the January to June mini. It is a bundle in the mini. It's going away June 30th or while supplies last. And this is Walk in the Woods with Forever Greenery from the annual catalog, everything. And this is Walk in the Woods, Rooted in Nature, and Textured Essentials, all from the annual catalog as well. And cinnamon cider and crumb cake. And lots of greens and leaves and stuff. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, honeybees. Tashana. Appreciate that. Yep. Until next time. Thanks so much. My Hellcats. Have a great evening and a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.